Hello everyone. So as we had decided, now we will be taking another example for receiver. This receiver, what this does for us is, let's say you build an app for which you want to send an update to all the users that are using your app, right? And one thing which you want to make sure is that the users, whenever they install an update, they should have at least, let's say, 50% of battery, or 50 to 55% of battery in their mobile devices before they install the update, right? This is important because I mean, let's say you're building tomorrow, you build up a huge app which is 1.5 GB app, and its updates is also going to take a lot of time to get executed or to get installed, and then get really like start performing as an app. You will definitely need to make sure that the battery is there, right? So let's say your minimal requirement is 50 to 55 percentage. So how do you make sure that you can read the battery level of your user's phone? That's where the battery receiver, or the receivers, come into picture. So first I'll show you what all this app can do. Let's say the user clicks on install update, right? The moment he clicks on the install update button, he's shown the current battery level that he has in his phone, which is 50%. There's also a progress bar here which shows the battery level, and he also gets a message that you have low battery, please connect with a power source to continue install update, right? You click on this OK, and then that's it. So this is not the entire job done, but it will definitely tell you how much battery the user has, and should a user be allowed to move forward to install the update or not, right? This is very similar to the same situation which you see in your laptops also. A lot of times there's a prompt which tells you to make sure that your laptop is connected to a battery source, a power source, before you install a new Windows update or any other iOS update or whatever you're using, right? So here, now what we will do is we will try to create a program which will help us to do so. So I again created a normal activity which is an empty activity, and in its layout I made that change, removed hello world and put a button there. It's a normal button which is having an on click attribute of update. So obviously I'll have to do something here so that I can receive that on click attribute of update. All right. So here now I will basically fire an intent which will be sent to the next screen. Let's call it battery screen. So as of now this will not show, it will show in red color because we have not yet created that activity. Start activity in, right? Now next thing which I need to do is I need to create an activity. Empty activity. Oh, battery activity it is. So I will write activity here, right? So this is done. Now whenever the user clicks on this button, he or she will be taken to this battery activity because we have an intent there, right? Now as the user reaches this screen, this activity, this time what we are going to do is we are going to make the onReceive method in this file only, in this Java class only, and we will not be preparing a separate receiver for that. So basically this is a different way, another way to make receivers do their job. So let's see how do we do that. Let me define a variable for broadcast receiver. Broadcast receiver is equal to new broadcast receiver. Yeah, on receive method is given here. Here first I will find out the battery level, which I will store in int level I dot get wait, I'll have to name it as intent because the input is coming from here. Dot get int extra. This is the various string name which we have to put, and 0 is the default value which it takes. Before we move forward, just occurs to me that I also need to change this layout, because this is where I will eventually be showing everything, right? So let's go here and make the relevant changes. Orientation has to be vertical. I will just put a text view here. Wrap content, battery. That's it. We don't need to change this. Let's give it an ID also. TV. And another one is progress bar, which we need to have. Minimum width. Let's give it minimum width of 100 dp. The progress bar has to be this minimum, this wide. That's 100 dp. ID will be given as progress bar PB. Right. Let's see how does this look. Yeah. For time being, this is fine. You can make the other changes later. So I can come back here and now start defining my progress bar. And then I set the progress here and I pass level to this. Another thing which we need to do here is we need to go to this text and also change the max as 100. Right. After this we also need to set our text view. TV, right? And I will set text on this as this. Battery level, I hope this is understandable. What I've done is battery level is in string. I'm converting a string integer to string. Level has been converted into a string, and then I've also added a percentage sign to it. Now we will check if level is less than, let's say, 55. Then I will check if it is less than 55, then I need to have a toast in place. You have low battery, right? Now this is also done. We would also like to have a dialog here, dialog box appearing, which if you remember, it was showing up in the emulator, so we'll also make that. So write alert dialog, sorry. So we will write alert dialog dot battery activity.this. Set title low battery. Set message low. Let's write the message: you have low battery, please connect with a power source. We put the dialog interface there. Those of you who have done our dialog session will already know this. It's a very straightforward dialog that we have created, nothing much in particular to discuss. So here after we create the alert dialog and we show it, now comes the most crucial part, which is registering our receiver, and this is how we register it. We will have to name this as, we will have to put the name of the receiver here. What is the name that we have kept? Battery BCR, broadcast receiver BCR, right? So we'll write BCR here. Yeah, this is again done. So let's run this on our emulator and see. Oh, one more thing, we also need to go to our manifest and make the changes. Do we really need to make a manifest change here? No, we don't really need to make a manifest change here, because we have in this case put the receiver in the same activity, battery activity only, and it's not a must for us to put a manifest declaration there, right? So this will work. Let's run it on an emulator. So app has come here. Let's click on this, install update. Okay, this is fine, but why is this like this? Okay, we did not mention the style which was required in the which is required to be mentioned in the layout, so we'll do that, but rest all is fine. Once we correct this, we will see a progress bar, and then life will be good. So let's make that change. So I've added the style and told the Android that it's going to be progress bar style horizontal. Now let's run the app. Hot swapping changes, install update, and yes, now it's fine. It shows me a battery level of 50%. Message is also coming. Everything looks fine now. So here we are done with our receivers also. Now we will be moving to data persistence in our next session. See you then. Bye bye.